This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back. This is Not Your Advisor with NYU Grad. On Tuesday, January 21st, the first day after the inauguration. Lots to cover today, so let's jump right into breadth numbers. It was a very bullish day, unless you were in Apple, Tesla, or Lennar home builders. We had 596 new highs versus 122 new lows on the NYSE. 76% of stocks were advancing versus 21% declining. 48% of stocks were below the 50-day, and 43% of stocks were below their 200-day moving average. Now, as I noted, Apple was down pretty big all day. Microsoft was actually green most of the day, but closed red, but marginally down 0.12. Tesla was down all day, but off of the lows into the close, down 0.57%. Nvidia was up 2.25%. Alphabet / Google was up 1%. Meta was up marginally, up 0.6%. Amazon was up 2.11%. But when you take a look at the sectors, it wasn't tech that led. It was industrials. Industrials today were up 2.2%. Who was second place? Was it tech? No. It was healthcare, up 1.9%. Third place, was it tech? No, it was utilities. Utilities up 1.8%. Fourth place, was it tech? No, real estate, 1.6% bounce off of the sell-off recently, other than Lennar. Basic materials was next, up 1.2%. Consumer cyclical was next, up 1.1%. Financials was next, up 1.04%. Maybe tech is next? No. Communication services, which does include tech, like Google and Meta, up 0.89%. Technology was up 0.81%. Consumer defensive was up 0.64%. And energy was down 0.04% with drill, baby, drill rhetoric. So let's keep peeling this onion. What stood out to me today? So obviously, bullish victory lap off of the inauguration. I think historically, you do see a bullish move after an inauguration, especially when you have such a wide margin of victory. So again, unless you were in like names like Tesla or Apple or Lennar, your portfolio is up today. And speaking of Apple, I don't know if you know this, but Apple is down 14% since December 26. That is not a good stat. Apple remains one of the largest market cap companies in the world. That is a lot of capital coming out of Apple. And this is after Warren Buffett has sold. So now other institutions are selling Apple. And Apple, when you look at the weighting of the indices, whether you own Apple or not, if you trade the indices, you are trading Apple. Another bit of a tidbit before I forget, you should look up in the sky tonight in the evening. If you are in an area where you don't have too much light pollution, 6 planets are in alignment today. You will be able to see 6 planets in almost like a arcing line across the night sky. And also mark your calendar, February 28th, 7 planets will be in alignment, which won't occur until you and I are long gone, until the year 2492. So almost 500 years from now. So a lot of things happening up above. Let's keep going. Let's keep peeling the financial onion. I will include with the premium members the charts for breadth, but breadth was not fantastic today. What do I mean by that? when you compare volume up, volume down, today's volume up on such a big rally is minuscule compared to some of the previous rallies we've seen. So we're doing this on very tepid volume. So that is a little bit of a concern. I'm not saying that it has to be a trap, but these are clues in the past for me to signify today's action. While it counts, no doubt today's rally counts, but when you see action like today with low participation and breadth, we typically will see a reversal in the next session. 1 or 2 or 3 sessions later, you'll see a reversal. But hey, my analysis could be wrong, but take a look at the charts for premium members. That's across the NYSE as well as the NASDAQ. What else stood out to me? There were 97 highs on the NASDAQ versus 51 lows. In the S&P, what was up? So this list is long. I'm not going to cover all of them. These are all percentages. Vistra Energy up 8.1%. Oracle up 7.5%. Prologis up 7.4%. NRG Energy 6.96%. Tractor Supply 6.2%. General Motors 6.02%. Quanta Services 5.8%. Charles Schwab 5.5%. Moderna 5%. SMCI 4.9%. Northrop Grumman 4.7%. Dollar General 4.7%. Amphenol Corp 4.5%, Revity 4.3%, 3M 4.3%, Ulta Beauty 4.3%, Akamai 4.3%, Seagate 4.1%, Lamb Weston 3.9%, Western Digital 3.9%, Charles River Labs 3.9%, APOM Systems 3.9%, Emerson Electric 3.8%, Leidos Holdings 3.8%. Most of you have never heard of these companies. Tapestry 3.7, Micron, here we go, 3.6, Caterpillar 3.6. In the NASDAQ, you had, I'll try to dedupe, Palo Alto Networks 3.4, GE 3.2, Fortinet 2.9, Starbucks 2.9, CrowdStrike 2.8, Exelon 2.7, Discovery 2.6, Constellation Energy 2.3, Amazon 2.1, Autodesk 2.1, MongoDB 2, NVIDIA 2.1, AstraZeneca 2.07. What was weak in the S&P? Walgreens down 9.3%. I think they're closing hundreds and hundreds of stores. Lennar, I mentioned this, down 5.8%. Despite all of the other real estate builders up in the green, Lennar was down 5.8%. Erie Indemnity 5.8%. Booking Holdings down 4.8%. First Solar 4.3%. Teradyne 4.08%. CF Industries 3.4%, Expedia 3.4%, Apple again 3.4%, KeyCorp 3.4%, Devon Energy 3.1%. I'll leave the rest to the NASDAQ. We have Booking Holdings down 4.7%, MicroStrategies down 2.9%, PayPal down 2.2%, Airbnb 1.8%, and Tesla finished the day at 1.6% after being down more than that. So free members, I want you all, I know everyone is pretty much having an orgasm today on the bull side, but I want you to focus on the macro. Continue to watch yields, continue to watch the Mag 7 with the elections being over and inaugurations. You want to watch oil, natural gas, and just focus on the forest, not the trees. Premium members, please stay on. I'm going to go over macro as well as the Mag 7 as well as the best defended names. Stay tuned. That's my train.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.